I'm Lachance. I am one of the co-founders of Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a product in the CMMS industry. It's an industrial application for work orders management, preventive maintenance, asset tracking. What drove me to sell Bigfoot was I learned the limits of a organically funded, cash-strapped organization. We were not going to be able to grow at the rate the market was going to demand for us to stay relevant. My partners and I felt that the time was right to start looking into the process to sell. Eventually, we were getting enough inquiries from sort of anonymous parties about we're interested in your company, and there was enough of a pattern that it inspired me to reach out to Software Equity Group and start the conversations from there. At the time, we were still too small, but they did take our call, and the team did meet with us, and they spent the time with us, spent the day, and taught us some really valuable lessons, not only about what the M&A process is, but what we needed to focus on as an organization to get ourselves ready for the process. What would a possible acquirer be looking for? They didn't have to do this, they did, and that really impressed me and my partners. What motivated us to use Software Equity Group as an advisor was, number one, I found that the team there was a lot like me. I like them as people. I like to do business with people that I like to be around. They're smart, they're patient with us. They know we're a software company. We, and many of us, have never been through this process before, and they have to guide you through that. They know the SaaS, industrial business market very well. They have a network of both private equity and strategic buyers that the team has done numerous transactions with. They are very well connected. They knew everybody in the space way beyond who we knew. They knew the organizations that would be a good fit for us, and maybe organizations that wouldn't be a good fit for us. And they were ultimately able to connect us to do solutions because they'd worked with them and different members of their team in the past. The process was done smoothly and cleanly. Ultimately, our customers were even happier than they were when it was Bigfoot because we now have the advantages of a larger organization. It takes money to sell your company. If you trust SEG to guide you through that process, the costs end up providing the value, which ultimately will lead to a better valuation. It was an amazing feeling when it was all done. I felt it's almost a surreal feeling because you work so hard. You work so hard as an entrepreneur to build your company up. It's your baby. And you know, like all babies, they eventually grow up and move out of the house and move on to another thing. But to have that feeling that what we created ultimately was moving to that next level and being part of a larger, but what I consider an awesome organization, it was an amazing feeling. The company that I ended up in, I really, really enjoy. I think that they're an excellent company that I've learned a lot from. I personally am in an awesome role in that organization. I'm on a strategic team now that we're looking at charting technology for the future in the space. So I have an awesome day job in this new company. So I look back at all those things. Right now, I couldn't be happier about the process.